Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's May. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded on here and I do apologize for that, but you know, school and life just get busy sometimes. So in honor, well not honor, because of my long absence, I am here today to give you a little wrap up of everything I read throughout the summer and a little bit in the fall. Because I'm not gonna do individual months, you know, and I kind of read books sporadically throughout, so I have a few books to kind of do a wrap up, and as I usually do, a little very mini review for each book. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and let's get started. So the first book I actually don't have on hand with me. It is back at home, and it is The Raven Boys, the first book in the Raven Boys like trilogy cycle or whatever. I did a review on it on my Instagram stories, and I believe I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I really liked it. It's one of those books that's just the very beginning though. I know a lot of people don't like it. I think it's because there's so much setup within it. There's plot, but the main plot doesn't really happen until the very end, and obviously it's the start of a series, so the main plot continues. But I really enjoyed it. I really like the characters, and I will probably pick up the second book sometime, probably this winter. I'm really interested in the rest of the series. So after that, I started school, and so most of the books now are school books, but I did read one more non-school related book, and it is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. If you remember, this was on my summer TBR, and I managed to read it through a couple of days. I think I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, maybe 4 out of 5 stars. This is part of a trilogy. I have not picked up the second or third book, but chances are I will. This is kind of a very interesting trilogy, as in the story and setting is very different than most fantasy books. It kind of takes inspiration from kind of more POC type of literature, and I really enjoyed it. I liked the take. I just don't like the kind of romance aspect that's around it, you know? If you read this book, you kind of understand what I'm talking about, but I don't really like the love angles that are being set up. But that's just me as a person who doesn't like it. I was talking to my friend about it, and she said she would be really interested in the love triangle, so maybe that's just me, but I wasn't interested in that. But the plot and the setting and the characters in general I really did enjoy, so I will pick up the rest of this series, hopefully, again, when I pick up the Raven cycle, probably next break. So as I said, the next few books are kind of more for school. I read them last month, and I just finished 2 of them just about like last week when I'm filming this, probably like 2 weeks once this goes up. The first book is The Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad. Frickin', I read this for post-colonial studies. I don't like it at like all. I didn't even rate it because I can't, like, I don't understand. Like, rating systems are kind of dumb for me anyway, like for my personal like rating. So I was already having a hard time like putting where this should go, but the writing style in general just is annoying. Content wise, I mean, obviously it's annoying. It's literally about a white man going insane in Africa and like all this fun stuff about imperialism. And it was very interesting, and I don't regret reading it. I do think I, like, you know, as a literary studies like person and like as a writer should read it and be interested in it, and I really liked our discussions on it. But I did not like it as much as I liked the next book, which is Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. This was really, really good. I highly suggest reading it. This is an author who is like an African author, and so this is kind of subverting this text, and since this is about like a white man and like a colonialist, this is taking the text and putting it, you know, not the same, it's not the same story, but giving a voice to the Africans, and it's really, really good. It has such an interesting style because it doesn't follow the straight linear plot because, you know, it's utilizing different techniques than, you know, Western literature. It's written really well, and I really enjoy. I read a couple of Achebe's, like, you know, literary talks and like his beliefs, and I really do like Achebe's mindset about things, and I think it's really good. I highly suggest it. I think I gave this 5 out of 5 stars because I really liked it. The ending as well, I marked it because the ending is fantastic. It's really frustrating and sad, but it's fantastic. And then the last book is a collection of stories, and it's The Portable Edgar Allan Poe. My book got wet, and so I'm really sad about it, but this is just a collection of Poe's like short stories, his poems, his like literary analysis, which are really just him talking about his own works under the guise of talking about other people's works. Poe reads other stories like you would read Poe, and I really enjoyed going through this book. I technically didn't read every single short story in here, but I read over a majority of them, and I really do like Poe. He is very interesting to read and to study, as most people say, you know. I didn't know he wrote mysteries, and his mysteries were inspiration for Sherlock. I wasn't aware of that till I read this, and so that was very interesting to hear. And I don't know, this was a good like pickup. If you're interested in Poe and you want to like just have him handy, like this is a really good pickup. I don't know about my favorite Poe story. My least favorite is the Murders in the Rue Morgue. Freaking hate that story because I hate monkeys. But like favorite, I'm not sure. It's Halloween, like get into Poe season, you know? So those are all the books I read while I was gone, and my thoughts about a few of them. If you read any of these or you read anything interesting, let me know down below and we can chat in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching and for clicking this video. It really helps a lot. If you really want to see more like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell button if you want to be notified when I post. I also have various other social medias like my Instagram and Twitter that you can follow and interact with me with on there. I'm very active on Instagram. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Bye!